That's a holy shit.
Yeah.
That's a good holy shit.
That's a hell of a holy shit. I mean, I have to consciously think.
Of course you do.
But that is not a bad swing thought. Like that's a check mark.
It's a necessary.
Yeah.
Because if you say to me, I hit fat shots 5 or 6 times in a round, that's a bad mishit.
Yeah.
That needs to change. So
that's the difference between 84 and 79.
It can't be. I mean, nothing is the end all. People want to say this and that. But I think most people would agree, unless you're going to hit it way offline, the worst shot for an iron for anybody in the world is fat.
Yeah.
You hit a little thin, it's cool. Okay, a little left, fine. Okay, a little right, fine. A little heel, fine. A little low in the face, fine. Okay, a little toey, fine. Behind the ball, no bueno.
Yeah.
That's a big deal for you.
So this is full send of a 7-iron, no distance control like that one was.
And I would tell you this, Nick.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to, you talk about distance control.
Yeah.
If you can't hit the ball first every time,
you're not going to have your numbers.
Nothing else matters. Like people on their short shots, they say, man, my distance control is bad. You know why? Because your contact's terrible.
Yeah. Well, I had that happen the other day. You know, what's your number between, 115, 125, and we actually were using a 9-iron.
Yeah.
When I could have used like a 52 or a pitching wedge, taking some off the pitching wedge, and it was really the 9 because my contact was so bad.
It doesn't matter,
right?
Like I would ask you, like, are you going to hit the ball first or the ground first? Because if you can't hit the ball first, you're toast.
Yeah.
Nothing else matters, frankly.
Well, those last two, the first two that you saw,
it's good.
I mean, that's a golf shot, man. Like that's night and day.
Okay, hop in there for me. We're going to do some manual therapy.
Okay.
You're only going to swing back because otherwise my day is over.
Exactly.
Okay, so on 3.
Yep.
Okay, on 3.
We'll move that just to be safe.
Yeah, I'm going to try to push you this way.
And I need to hold you back.
And you're going to fight me.
Okay.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Very good. So I like this as now you could do this with bands or you can do it with someone. So I like to push you and move you in the position that you're trying to stay away from.
Yep.
This is the opposite of what most training aids do. Most training aids make it easier for you.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not how we learn things.
Exactly.
Now, this isn't always the modality I would use, but let's do that again. Okay. So on 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. Harder. Very, very good. So you're fighting.
Yeah.
Okay, to do the new thing. Okay, so I might actually, if we had time, okay, I might do this for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'd go away. Okay, and then I'd say go. Guess what? That's a pretty good way to modify.
To modify it.
Now, how could you do that without me or someone? You could use a band.
Yeah.
And again, I'm a big fan of making it harder, not easier.
Well,
now, at first, we might make it easier so you can taste it, and feel it. But after that, learning is about making it slightly harder.
What I liked about that, every golf coach I've ever had, shout out to Tony Ruggiero, who was the first one to tell me this. He's like, you need to feel the pressure on the inside of your foot.
Same deal.
Colby Wayne,
Same deal.
works with every PGA player basically under the sun, baseball player. He said the same thing. And for the life of me, every time I would rotate, I'm like, why can't I get that feeling? It's always back here. Because of rotation, right? I'm swaying back, and I can't feel it right there. When you were just pushing me, I consciously, it's all right there.
And in fairness, I'm not smart enough to either lie to you or tell you I know. The squareness, the straightness of your trail foot was not allowing this to rotate.
Exactly.
Or pivot. Now remember, usually if it doesn't do this, it will do that.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna pin it all on how square your foot was. But it's part of it.
Oh, it's a huge difference.
Here's another thing that's part of it.
Yeah.
Like if we screened you and we said, holy crap, your internal external rotation on your hips is terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, now you have homework to do. Physical homework. So part of the reason Nick goes this way, okay, it might have been the foot a little bit, is this is not very easy for you. So train it. Okay, so those would be the first 2 places I would go.
I think I've used the word with you before, lazy, right? I get lazy. That's a tendency that I just, this is my old swing. That's what feels comfortable, whatever.
Yeah.
I told you when you first walked up, it's a mental thought I have to have now of a check mark, just like it is.
100%.
Okay, this, club face. When I'm here, I have to think turn, don't sway. Feel it there.
Correct.
And then go through,
Yeah.
right? So when I get lazy, it's me just being like, I just don't want to process that in the middle of my swing.
It's mental laziness. So people that say to me, I don't want to think about anything at all, fine. Okay, what will you do in your swing? You'll do the pattern that you've created. It's the one you've done the most.
28 years I've been doing the same thing.
All the power to you. It's your choice now. I've given you the choice. If you just want to swing and not think about anything, then you will go to this and this.
Yeah.
Now it's your choice. I let you can lead the horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
Exactly.
Which is why most of good practice is much more mentally fatiguing than it is physically.
Yeah.
So when I see people tapping out here, they've lost their focus, it's time to go.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to take a break. We're going to go do something else.
Exactly.
Physically, you're fine.
Yeah.
But as soon as this goes,
you're done.
So it takes a lot of mental focus. And in your words, when you lose focus, you become lazy.
Yeah. So this is not the lazy. This is me trying to commit to everything. So the flare, the setup, the grip.
Fine. Lovely. Way better.
Sounded different.
This is
a high draw.
So I have more pattern recognition than some because I've been doing this for a long time. All I did on that one, I watched your setup.
Yeah.
And then I just watched your belt when you went back. Okay. I didn't have a pressure mat. I didn't have a force plate. I didn't use video. I don't have 3D motion capture. I can't tell you exactly how much did this or that. But here's what did not happen. You didn't move this way as much, if at all, and you hit a solid shot.
Yeah.
End of story. So a lot of the, especially younger teachers, I hate to say this, but all they're doing is looking at the tech. Why don't you, for example, I could look at your belt and your right foot as you go back and either say yes or no.
Yeah.
I don't need a screen connected to something that I hate to tell people this is not very accurate.
Yeah.
You know, all this measuring, maniacs out there. Why guess when you can measure? You know what I say? Why guess when you can measure inaccurately?
Yeah.
Because I hate to tell the golf, world this. A lot of the stuff's not very accurate, right? Whereas this is pretty accurate, right? Can I see this? Yes. Yeah. Can I see it as precisely as I could
I don't need a force plate to tell me what my move is wrong. Like, no. Those numbers are good, but it just gives you guys more validation by saying, look, this is what's wrong. You are identifying that issue in 5 swings.
Yeah.
And I've just hit 5 balls, and they've been not flushed, but right where I need to, close to being flushed. Yeah. Like you said, the holy shit in a good way.
And this is not to throw some of the stuff we do need to measure and some of the tools a little bit more precisely.
Yeah.
But watching just this, if the pelvis or the center of mass goes this way too much for Nick, no bueno. Okay. Or for example, on your trail foot, okay, let's say the pressure somehow got to the outside of the foot, no bueno.
Yeah.
Okay. I can, if I use my eyes to watch the person swinging.
Yeah.
And again, this is not to say that some technology is not useful. I can see a lot of it, right? And then let's remember, let's say you're out here by yourself. No me, no camera, you don't even have a video, okay? Guess what doesn't lie? Ball don't lie.
Exactly.
Which is ironic because we're in Portland, and of course that came from the one and only
Rasheed Wallace, right?
Okay. The ball, this is interesting. The ball tells a story. Always.
I love when you tell this.
It may not be the story you want, okay? But the story it's telling right now is how the sound and the fact that the club is hitting the ball first and then the ground. That's a big story for Nick.
Exactly.
Okay. Do you need me? No. Do you need a camera? No, not necessarily. Okay. Do you need any kind of tech? No. Okay. So that's pretty good feedback.
Exactly.
That golf ball tells a story. It gives you good feedback. Watch it. Listen to it.
Instant feedback, right?
100%.
So flared. It's interesting flaring both because I've always been told I could flare the one, but flaring both is, it's helped.
This will help more coming this way.
Yeah, coming through.
This will help more going that way.
Going backwards or backwards.
Like most people over 19 years of age, you need a bit more of this. And then pay attention to that feel going back. Setup looks great. Fine.
Went straight, little fat, went straight.
Good.
So that's okay. That was with that new trigger thought, that was the first miss hit of the day, and it went straight.
And it's better. It's a better miss hit, right?
Much better.
Now, I'm a big fan. Let's say you don't quite get it.
Yeah.
So do a couple rehearsals. Good. Okay, let's do another one. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. Don't let me do it. Good. Fight me. Good. You're stronger than I am. Good. Very good. Okay, so I'm making it harder for you. I like that. You know how you get better at things? You make it slightly harder than what you're already good at. Thank you, Dr. Guadagnoli. Challenge point theory. It's how you learn anything. Now, do that again for me.
That one?
Yeah. What could happen to Nick? Let's say in trying not to go this way, okay, he starts going this way in his backswing. Like, so you're all the way camped over here.
That's
right?
That's the thin shot.
Eventually, that would not serve you, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you said, well, I'm sure as heck not going to go this way, I'll just camp out over here. There would be some downsides to that as well. Okay, I'm all for a one pivot motion for some people. You might love that kind of move. So we have to find that perfect in between.
Yeah.
Right.
That one felt like I was going to come and just top the ball.
Possibly.
Yeah.
So there's a fine line, and guess what? Everybody's different. We're just trying to get a little less of that lateral. Good. Do it again. Rinse and repeat. Commit to the process. Do a rehearsal or two if you want. I'm a believer that if you flush one, immediately hit another one. If you mishit it a little bit, then do some rehearsals. Yes. Okay, I like the strike. Do it again. Now imagine we took 10 balls out.
Yep.
And the only criteria was solidness, meaning did I hit the ball first and did I hit it in the middle of the face? Nothing else.
Yeah.
Now there again, if I was a net, okay, so where it ends up, direction, nothing. Only solidness. Okay, and your goal is to get everything above a 6 on our scale from 1 to 10.
Okay.
That would be a cool game to play.
Yeah.
No target, no curve,
just
no distance.
Just contact.
Just contact. Thank you. So back to the 20-second lesson that I sell for $20,000. Nick comes to me, okay?
Yep.
Square the club face, flare your feet out, work on moving less this way. See ya. That'll be 20K.
And that's it. I'll hit this last one. We'll move on to the next drill, huh?
Whatever you want.
All right, let's make this the best one of the day. How did I know that was going to happen?
It's okay.
It's like the last hill when you're skiing. I'm just going to go down one more.
Okay, so give me a couple good rehearsals. Stop. Now, I got to ask this. This is a conceptual thing.
Yeah.
In most good golf swings, from there, what's the first thing that moves and how?
It should be your left hip down, right?
Kind of. Do that again. Go back and stop. Okay. It is a lateral move. That's lateral.
Yep.
That is not rotational.
Okay.
That has to go first. That gets you through the green line on the picture.
Gotcha.
Okay? Then it rotates. Okay, so I would not agree with this answer. If you say, okay, what's the first thing that happens? I need to turn my hips. I disagree.
It's a slight movement forward.
Any throwing or hitting motion, okay, if I was going to throw a ball, I go back. What's the first thing that happens? I step.
Yeah.
Not much of a fighter. If I was going to throw a punch, what's the first thing I do? I step. That is a lateral movement. Baseball, you're a baseball guy.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the first thing that happens? I step. I don't rotate or turn first.
Yeah.
Okay. Now this is too much information, but at least conceptually, when you get to here in your new, more rotated, less slid position, okay. See that? That is a lateral movement.
Yeah.
I didn't untwist. I didn't turn first. Okay, if I was going to throw, I wouldn't go back here and go like this.
Exactly.
Be like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Okay, so do that again for me. Now, when we do it slowly, we can combine these feels. So get your backswing feel. Okay, hold that for me. Now, you're stronger than I am. If you were going to push me over hard, what would you do? Very good. You feel that?
Yeah, so
you didn't rotate your hips.
So
it's a lateral move.
Okay.
Now, here's why it's hard. Is that happening fast?
Yeah, it's going at a full speed of a golf swing, right?
So from start to impact, as you know, it's 1 second.
Yeah.
So you're like, okay, let's see, this is kind of new, and then it's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Okay, but it is, in my humble opinion, it's correct, and it's correct for you, and it's relevant for you. And then maybe a slight clarification of what initiates the forward.
How's that going to help the overall swing? It's going to help me finish.
It's going to help you hit the ball first. It's all contact. I want
Yeah.
better contact.
Yeah.
So, in my take, if we had more of this, less of this, okay, and a bit more of that, those are technical terms. Then you'd hit the ball. Then you'd hit the ball first.
This.
100%. I could teach that.
You're a PhD.
I could go to China and teach that. Lovely. Can't hit any better than that, dude.
That's perfect.
Dude, that was smoked. And smooth.
Yeah.
Like, that was effortless in a lot of ways.